guys, and welcome to my first video on this channel. This is Jared Walters, and this is a series called Red Dragon Readings, where we basically delve into the tarot and ask for guidance from spirit and from the divine sources for those of you guys out there who might need it. So this is a dedication, a reading to all those of the star sign Gemini. I hope that you find this reading relevant. Not all of you will, but I will be doing other readings on this channel as well. So hopefully something will resonate with you. I'll be doing general readings. I'll be doing year-long readings, monthly readings per star sign, and breakdown of events for world readings and that sort of thing. So lots to be getting on with. It's a brand new channel, so if you do like what you find here, please give us a like and subscribe. I've already dealt some cards here using the angels tarot cards, and I'll be using some other ones as well as I go through this reading for validation and for further clarity and guidance. So I kind of did I started doing this video before, and it was slightly slightly went up with it. So I wanted to keep the cards that fell at the pack, because I felt like this was the reading that wanted to come, the message that wanted to come forward. So just going to deal these out now. So Gemini, as soon as there's a lot going on with you this month, and I feel there is feel some really intense energy sort of coming in here as I'm dealing these cards. Now I've got the ego card, I've got the world card, and we've got release. So we've got a lot of healing energy going on here. Now this may be healing from the past, but this also could be sort of coming up against an obstacle of which is part of your own psyche, a part of your sort of own inner workings. So this could be as a result of something that's happened to you in the past. This could be a relationship or a person that comes back into your life from the past, that draws up a lot of old emotions, old feelings. I feel like I want to go back a while here, because there's a lot of cycle completion energy going on. There's a lot of releasing things that are sort of like lifetime goals and ambitions here, because you've got these three cards together. You've got the world, which symbolizes your whole world, so it's your whole lifetime. It's but it's a double meaning. So it's your world, as in your lifetime, so from birth to death, all the different experiences you have in between, right? But it's also like a change in, because you're releasing the past, so your world is changing, right? And I suppose the question this is asking, first of all, is how big of an effect do you want this change to have on your inner psyche, on your inner workings? Because there's a lot of choices here, okay? We are releasing the ego, we're releasing things like pride, we may be releasing things like grudges that we're holding on to, or releasing hurt, where we've been hurt in the past. Now, again, one of the biggest things for this is understanding. So bringing in understanding, right? Bringing in understanding to why something may have happened, what the motive was behind it. Sometimes that understanding is very hard, because, let's face it, there's just some twisted people in this world, right? But also, those people who appear twisted are also very, very sick people, okay? You know, I think evil, or the people who exhibit the signs of what we call evil, are very, very sick and twisted. They are people that need the most healing, but they're also the people that are the most kind of condemned, because they won't accept that healing. Okay? And healing has to be accepted, it has to be embraced, it has to be something that you are a willing participant in. And I think this is kind of what this is saying here is this is the month. Perhaps you've been going through quite a few months of healing. Perhaps there's been a lot happening around you that doesn't make sense. This is the month where we start to embrace and take charge of that healing process. We start to bring it in consciously. And we're saying, okay, there's transformations taking place here with this world energy card. Okay? But how are those transformations going to affect us? Are we going to choose for it to happen in a negative way, or are we going to choose for it to happen in a positive way? Okay. Now, we've also got the Unity card. This is all about different viewpoints coming together, right? Now, this could be different viewpoints in yourself, right? So this could be sort of if you've had multiple relationships, for example, and those relationships have caused trauma, okay? It's reconciling the key aspects that keep repeating themselves so you can break those cycles, okay? It's also people coming together. So this could be if there's a problem affecting the family, right? This is a good opportunity to resolve family matters. It's a good opportunity to resolve disputes within yourself and without as well, okay? I definitely get this sort of coming from the past, right? Because it feels like it's like there's a lesson here, there's lessons to be learned, right? Or there's lessons that you've been shown, and this sort of layout here is asking you, have you learned those lessons? And it's not, if you haven't, it doesn't necessarily mean that's a bad thing, because it's showing you where you are on your journey. These two cards here, the King of Fire and the Three of Air, this is quite an interesting pairing when you sort of put these together with what we have here. Again, it's about healing the past. There's great sadness, but there's also like communication. The way out of this is communication. There's communication between yourself, your inner voice, the way in which you express yourself, the way in which perhaps you express your creativity, the way in which perhaps you are coming to terms with certain life issues and certain life events, right? But also, it's about how do we bring this to a conclusion? There are endings happening around you at the moment, Gemini, and I think it's more a sense in this month that you are ending the past and reaching out into the future. And that's bringing up a lot of feelings, right? But it's actually a good thing, because the more you start to embrace the new, right, and let go of the old, right, the easier it's going to become for you. I just want to deal some moon cards, because I'd like to get a bit more expression onto okay. Because can you give me some further guidance for what's to come for July? What's the main message here that you would like to say, you'd like to give, please? Right, there's definitely energy in your life here gaining momentum, okay? This is quite interesting because you've got this kind of like this leaving the past energy, right? How it's affecting your ego, right? How it's affecting yourself in the physical world, right? What symptoms is it causing for you? Okay, healing from this trauma, or healing from a difficult situation, or encountering this difficult situation that you're going through in your life at the moment. Okay, this is definitely momentum, and the momentum is going towards a change, a positive change, right? Now, this could be a as I said, a new person coming in. It could also be new circumstances coming in. So it could be like a new job or a new horizons then. So anything that's kind of new, right? Now, newness presents challenges in itself as well, because it puts us into situations that maybe are outside our comfort zone. So, this momentum here is, again, unity, release, unity of the world. So this is like seeing things from different perspectives. There's new starts coming in here. And these new starts are life-changing. They might not look life-changing on the early outset, but, when you factor in how in time they will have a gradual effect on your life, the knock-on effects of certain choices you're going to make this month, or certain things that are coming to your awareness this month, and how you deal with those is going to resonate at least for the next sort of year or so into the future. Again, what do you need to release? So there's a change coming. This change is inevitable, okay? You will probably be aware of the seeds of it. If it's a job, for example, perhaps you're getting really irritated with the old job. Perhaps you're feeling boxed in. Perhaps you're feeling like there's something missing. There's something more that needs to be brought into your awareness. There's something amiss. There's something different. There's something there. The seeds there will have already been planted, right? So you are going in that direction, right? I'm being shown the Dukes of Hazzard. The Dukes of Hazzard was the van at the end of the film when they're and they're going with, they're kind of teetering on the edge of the cliff, right? This is the empty-handed leap into the void. The van is going over the cliff. Now, are we going to have a soft landing, or are we going to have a really hard landing? And that depends on this question. What have you got to release, right? This is what's coming through here. But again, the end of a rough cycle approaches. So once you release, once you've released what's going on, it's now about rebuilding. I'm being shown here a metaphor of like a war, right? And as terrifying and as provoking as the actions of war are, when we see films of soldiers and fighting and bombs being dropped, the hardest thing to do after any battle is rebuild. And I think this is why this convergence is happening around you, Gemini, is because now it's time for you to bring in that energy of rebuilding, and rebuilding in a better way than what you started with before. So I hope that resonates with you, Gemini. If it does, then please like and subscribe. You can also take a look at my website, which is jaredwattles.co.uk. I offer personal readings there, either over the phone or internet, or I can do pre-recorded readings like this one. And there's a whole lot of different things I get up to. Too much to say, but I believe you might be entertained by some of the things that I have been involved in over the last year, and the link to that is in the description below. So thank you very much, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.